Hi, everyone. Today we're going to talk about scientific notation, mainly how to perform operations with numbers that are already in scientific notation. How to add, subtract, multiply, and divide two numbers that are already in scientific notation. So we're going to start with adding and subtracting. Okay, this actually is going to be slightly more complicated than multiplying and dividing because the first step is the exponents have to be the same. If not, we got to rewrite one and take it out of scientific notation, and then we can follow along with step 2, which says add or subtract the first part while keeping the exponent the same. And then we may have to reconvert back into scientific notation since we already brought it out. So our example here, we have 7.5 times 10 to the third plus 5.25 times 10 to the fifth. Now, both are in scientific notation, but the exponents are different. So what I need to do is change the second one so it becomes 10 to the third. So if I move it 2 spots, I can change it. So this is 7.5 times 10 to the third, and this is 525 times 10 to the third. So now the exponents are the same. So now step 2 allows me to add 7.5 and 525 to get 532.5 times 10 to the third. And since this is not in scientific notation or the correct form right now, I have to move the decimal point 2 places back and get 5.325 times 10 to the fifth. So it's ideal if the exponents are the same to begin with, but if they're not, we have to write them in a form where they both have the same exponent. Now, multiplying and dividing, I would consider to be much more straightforward. We can use the commutative and associative properties to pick the order we want to do it in. So for multiplication, it says I can multiply a times b, and then I can use my exponent rules with the powers of 10. So I can do 3.4 times 2 and get 6.8. I can do 10 to the ninth times 10 to the negative fifth, and I remember I just add those two because it's power times a power, and get 10 to the fourth. And this one's already in scientific notation. I don't have to move the decimal anymore. Same thing with division. I can do 8.4 divided by 4 and get 2.1. And then I could do 10 to the negative seventh divided by 10 to the negative fourth. And I can subtract, to be careful of subtracting negative numbers. So negative 7 minus negative 4 is negative 3. So as you see, multiplication and division are slightly more straightforward, but that's how we do operations with scientific notation.